everybody, so today's question is surrounded regions. In this, we have given a 2D board containing X and O's. So what we have to do is, we have to return the board as it is, but we have to change the zeros that are surrounded by X. So let's try to understand this completely. Let us assume this is our board. So what we have to do is, we have this line, this is our line which is formed by our axis. So in this, you can see that which are the zeros that are completely surrounded by X. So you got it. These are the zeros that are completely surrounded by X. So we will change these zeros in X and the other zeros will remain as they are. The initial idea comes in our mind that we can just simply check if for the zero the neighbors are all X, then we have to flip it. But that is clearly wrong because for this zero we have two neighbors that are zero, but still they have to flip. So how can we deal with it? So we get this idea that if we have our O's on the border, then they won't get flipped. So if we can just simply check the O's at our border and check their neighbors, that if they are O's, then we will not flip it, and if they are not neighbors of the borders, then we can simply flip it. So let's try to understand it here. If we have this grid, so we will firstly see all the borders of the grid. So we got 1 0. Okay, we will check its neighbor. So so we got this O. This also can't be flipped. So we check its neighbors. So we got two more zeros, and so on. We got more zeros. So we got to know that these are the zeros that can't be flipped. If there is any other zero other than these, then it can be flipped. So we got the idea that we just have to check the borders, and if there is O at the border, then we will check its neighbors and its neighbors recursively to find all the zeros that are connected with it. For example, in this, we have this zero in border, so it won't get flipped. This zero is also on border, this zero is also on border, and this is neighbor. So they won't get flipped. So this will return as it is. So if we implement that idea in this grid only, then this won't get flipped, this won't get flipped, this won't get flipped. We get with these three, and this will change into X, and we will return the new string as it is. So let's try to implement this. This is a very easy. So I have written my code beforehand because I am very slow at typing, so I don't want you to see me 20 minutes typing on the board. So yeah, so this is our solve function. We are saying it in Python and later we will see it in C++. So this is our solve function. We are checking firstly if board have any values. If it don't have any values, just return none. If it have any value, we are iterating over the loop and checking all the borders. If our border contains 0, then we are returning DFS on it. And here's our DFS function. What our DFS function is doing is, it is firstly checking that it is not going out of the bounds. Okay, then we are checking if it is a hash, then we are giving it the value hash, because it is only called when it is a border 0. So if it is a border 0, we are giving it a hash. So what I am doing is, I have to somehow mark that this is a border 0. So what I have done is, I have given it the value hash, so that I know that other than x0 there is a hash. So if it is a hash, then we don't have to change it, and otherwise other than hash all element must be x. So we are giving it a hash. Then we are searching over all its, we are call we are calling the function recursively and searching for all its neighbors. And finally, when our recursion will get over, we will iterate over all the elements. We will iterate over all the board and give the value that have hash 0 and all the other values x. So here's our function in C++. So same the solve function. We are firstly checking if it is not empty, then we are going over all the borders and calling our function check, that was DFS in the previous one. Then we are in check, we are checking if it is 0, we are giving it the value hash, then we are iterating over all our neighbors. Then finally we are going all over our grid and checking if it is 0, give it a X, and if it is a hash, give it a 0. So that's it. So this is an easy question but a fun question to do. So I will encourage you to implement it, and if there is any doubt you can ask me. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.